Tiffany already. I mean, people aren't really happy with the direction of women on SmackDown, and she's at the head of it. Jade, people have been questioning Jade's ability for so long, and Nia, people just hate Nia. So none of this did any favors to those who are involved, especially this kind of like being the build up to Crown Jewel at the end of the day.
And to be fair,
Um,
Nia makes it hard to defend her when we do defend her because she does stuff like this.
I mean, yeah, but I think I don't know.
It ended the way I thought it would end. It got Nia officially out of the contention. I'm saying this again, and
where do we go from here? Yeah, where do we go from here?
Well, I knew it was going to be Tiffany and Stephanie because it's undefeated versus undefeated. So I don't think Stephanie's been pinned on the main roster, and Tiffany has been pinned on the main roster all year. So it's undefeated versus undefeated. That's the biggest match you could have, and I actually do think this is a huge match for the show. I think Tiffany will lose to Stephanie, and then I think Tiffany will lose to Jade. I think they're going to give Jade the title.
Do you feel like Jade turns at any point during this?
Yes.
I agree.
I think she will turn. I don't think she will turn after she wins the title. I think she will turn sometime afterwards. Yes, because I think you want me to go pie in the sky long term booking here. I think it'll be Jade versus Bianca for the title at Mania next year.
And that's why they've been holding off on Bianca.
Yes, and that's why they've been holding off on Bianca. And I think that if she doesn't win the Rumble, because if Liv ain't ready, I think Bianca will win the Rumble. But I think if not, Bianca will win the Elimination Chamber again. But
might as well have her win the goddamn Rumble at this point.
Yeah, I know. But I think it'll be Jade and Bianca or some form of that. I think that's what they want to do.
I agree, but it was an interesting ending to SmackDown.
It really was. It was, and I feel bad for Jade because you could tell she was working hard.
Yeah,
and Tiffany.
I mean, there was this discussion. So I was watching Black Wrestling because they were having this discussion on Jade, and one half of the kind of contingent was like, "We're over Jade. She has not improved. She has not thing."
Damn.
I know. Other contingent was like, "Yo, she actually has improved." I'm of the notion of like Jade has actually improved quite a bit.
I don't think you guys remember those AEW matches. I need people to go back and watch them.
I think people and it was harsh because they were like, yo, but she's been training, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't she training with Daniel Bryan? I was like, Daniel Bryan was probably barely training with her.
He was probably eating a granola bar telling her about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how hard the learning curve is when you're on TV and learning to wrestle at the same time compared to the year, 6 months, 8 months you get in NXT just going to drills every day and then getting in the ring and then learning as you go without the spotlight on you. NXT, you could be the shits in the ring, but you're supposed to get better. It's developmental at the end of the day. Yeah. But Jade has been on TV since day one. Her first match ever is on TV, teaming up with, I think it was Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
So her first match ever is on TV. Every step of progress she's gone. When I look at people who've also learned to wrestle on TV, you kind of look at Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is kind of like the benchmark of it. Trish Stratus learned to wrestle while she was on TV while being a valet. She had a couple years before, but she's really like learning how to wrestle on TV. Trish didn't get good until she was gone.
Yeah.
Trish didn't really get good until like 2006. Trish was passable. Trish was fine. Trish was of the era, but she wasn't really good until the end.
And you could argue that a lot of her height, she wasn't good. It was just that she had a great personality. She was a great character.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of similar with Jade. I'm like, when you look at Jade, Jade's been wrestling since 2020, which was a hard year to break into business, to be honest. But she's been wrestling since 2020 on TV consistently for the last 5 years. She's good, in my opinion. Like, she's solid. She's not great.
She's better than she was last year, even. And she was next to Bianca the whole year. I think that people are more harsh on her than they are on Melo, who I think has several things he needs to get ready at, and people think he's a complete package right now, and he's not. And people are harsher on her than they are on him.
Yeah.
Maybe it says a lot about because she's a woman. I don't know, but like I think she's doing well. I think she's doing very well. I think that they're probably happy with her growth, and she's going to get another chance to test it. I thought her Queen of the Ring match was alright with Asuka. I thought that she handled herself well. I don't. I You think that match was terrible? I don't think it was terrible.
I don't think it was terrible. I don't think she's had a terrible, terrible match. I mean,
Yeah. And also, this
but
wasn't her fault. I don't even know how this triple threat had people thinking that that they're over her because whatever happened in the end wasn't her fault. She did what she was supposed to do. When she launched herself out the ring, I say, "Yep, she loves it." Because Tiffany gave her like the little drop kick out the ring, and she sold her ass off.
yeah, it's just I'm like I think people are being a little bit too hard on Jay. Jay doesn't book herself. Jay doesn't do anything. Jay just kind of comes in and wrestles, and she's been wrestling better each time that she gets in the ring. So props to Jay. From where she was a year ago, she signed like pretty much a year ago, a couple weeks ago, to
Yeah,
now she's improved remarkably.
she's Queen of the Ring. Come on,
Or
man.
was
They
it
can
two
do
years
well.
ago? I guess it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, because last year she was tag team champions.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.